on this computer. All right. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming tonight. I appreciate it. I wasn't sure if this is going to be a good time or not, but I'm glad you're here. And if other folks jump on, otherwise we're recording it for our friends that can't be here tonight. And first of all, I just wanted to welcome Ralph as our newest member. Ralph Tufo, the newest member of the group. And say welcome to Ralph. If you want to introduce yourselves. Oh, hi, Lenny. So I'm Sherry, this is Dave, you've already met. Megan, you just want to introduce yourself and where you're from?
I'm Megan Higgins and I am from Ohio, from like Akron, Cleveland area of Ohio.
Awesome. Jamie?
Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm in Escondido, California.
Great. And the farthest away tonight is Miss Lenny. Lenny, you want to introduce yourself and where you're from?
I'm from India.
Oh, wow. Hey.
Yeah, and it's in the middle of the night out there, isn't it, Lenny?
No, it's early morning, 5:30,
early.
almost 6 o'clock.
Oh, almost 6 o'clock. Oh, okay. So this was a little bit of a better time for you than the earlier one. So, well, good. Well, thanks for joining us.
So I'm Lini Fernandez. I got the surname Fernandez because my husband's family, they are Dutch. So I think my mother-in-law is the first generation Indian. And my name, Lini Abraham Fernandez, came from me being Lini Abraham before I was married. And I write books for children, but now I have just ventured into writing for a bigger, older
Audience.
Like.
Yeah.
Well, great to see you all. So what I wanted to do today is just kind of give you all a status update where we are with some things, and then some of the new ventures that are going on. And I'll be sharing my screen a little bit to give you some visuals, what's happening. So first of all, after, welcoming everybody, I did tell you all that the last 3 months have been basically hell for me as I retired from my nursing career. Thank you all for the well wishes and the nice emails that you all sent me. It was not a smooth process, which Dave can attest to. I was a beast in anxiety. It's a huge transition, moving from working full time to Social Security and your retirement income. So it was a big change. But anyway, I'm hoping now to have even more time that I can spend in working with some of our social media things. You may have seen a little bit more in the social media department. I'm trying to do that, get on every day. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but we are, I'm pushing forward with as much as I can. So some status positives. We've had definitely over the last few months some successes and definitely some challenges. Our name recognition is really growing here in New England. I've gone to events and people know of Ella's Way and they've seen my books before, or they've already purchased one and they're a return customer, want another one. So at least here in New England, things seem to be growing, pretty well. So if we can keep that moving forward, social media wise, maybe Ella's Way, I'm hoping the name will spread a little bit more across the country. But, it's been a challenge as well, just trying to get the word out there, and we'll always be in competition with Scholastic books. But we're doing what we need to do to keep trying to grow. The positives, return customers, we've had lots and lots of positive feedback from anybody that hears what the mission of Ella's Way is and what we're trying to do to encourage children at a very young age to accept diversity and disability awareness. And so we've had great feedback on that. Our social media following is growing slowly but surely. There's a magic wand to be able to really double your followers. Email me and let me know what that is, but we're still trying and we continue to grow. We have about 1,100 followers right now on Facebook, over 600 on Instagram, but that's low compared to a lot of people. We want to continue to grow. And I know the more you post, the more, visible you are. So we'll keep doing that. So those are the goods. The negatives the challenges have been time for me, but hopefully that's going to get better. The income revenue versus some of our expenses is still a little sketchy some months. You know, we want to be continue to be in the green and, you know, not in the red. We've had sporadic but loyal donations. I have to say, Dave, you would think the donations are still coming in, but they're not as consistent as we would like them to be, like something every single month. We may go
Correct.
weeks and not get anything, and then we'll get a double one, you know, so it's been
Yeah.
a little sporadic, but
And I think that has to do with his investment into new ventures.
yeah,
With one of our auto pizza, it used to just be the Andover, Mass one, and then he got one in Exeter. Now he has one in Portsmouth. So I think he had to use some more capital and investment. So, but we're on the menus of all those 3 locations. So I think eventually, once he gets caught up, he'll be more consistent with those donations,
Right.
hopefully.
so there's a designated pizza for Ella's Way, and whenever that pizza is ordered, they send $1 of a donation to Ella's Way. And it may be a couple $100 here, and then $60 later, and then another $80, and then another $100, you know, so it's sporadic, but it's coming. But he just opened 2 new pizza parlors, so, and we're on the menu for all of them, so hopefully that will continue to grow. And we've had some grant disappointments. As much as we continue to apply, you know, it's been sporadic we've been able to get for grants. But, you know, I'm up for that challenge. I want to continue to write for more grants. And, you know, $1,000 for us will go a long way, being able to turn that back around and buy books from you guys. So we're continuing to work on that. So that's kind of the status of the pluses and minuses. As far as our venture with the Kindness Corner starter kits, we have had 1, 2, 3, 4. We've had 6 starter kits sent to schools. Jamie, your school included in one of them. About 70% of them, however, have been donated via donations. So outright purchases of the Kindness Corners, we haven't had 2 of, I think 3. I think we've had 3, and then the rest were, or 2, and then the rest were donated through donations. So we're still continuing to get the word out to PTOs. Schools don't have a lot of money, and they're prioritizing, you know, what they need to purchase. But, and Jamie, and maybe you can attest to this, I think if a librarian sees it, they'll say, well, we could set up something like that. We don't need to spend the money to do that.
Yeah.
What's your feedback on it?
Well, I think at our school, it's been very positive. And yes, it is something that I know that they can take on, but I think when they understand that they're supporting authors, indie authors that promote this stuff, it definitely is something that goes a long way. I think the hardest part is selling it to other schools though, within my district. So, but I'm thinking about that now that you say that. It's, you know, I haven't done much either. Every time busy, everything is going on. So yeah, but I love it. I love seeing it in our library. It has definitely impacted a lot of students in a very positive way, where teachers and the librarian are connecting to diversity within our school. So that's amazing for me to see too. So
Awesome. Is it set up still in your library, or do they move it around? It's set right in the
it's
library?
still set up, and I can send you some more pictures. Yeah, and it has been added to, which again, I think the librarian has picked other books that kind of connect with the same genre as those books, and has definitely grown. So, and during Kindness Week, it's a focus in our library, you know, different months it's a focus on depending on what is happening that month. So yeah, we continue to swing back to it constantly.
Good. I'd love to get some pictures from that we could share around and help with some marketing too.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get
Right.
it for you.
That
One of the-
feedback from them out there is very consistent with the feedback with the school that John and Lauren, remember, they set it up in that library. And the librarian said it was very uplifting to see the students going over there and actually kind of talking about the different things. So, so very similar feedback from the school that it's in out here.
Yeah, that's awesome. So John Miller, who is our author that's on the autism spectrum. Hi, Melody.
Hi there. I had trouble getting on. I had to update some things, so.
No problem. That happened to me a couple of weeks ago as well, so no problem. So yeah, Laura, John Miller, who's our author, as I said, on the autism spectrum, was awarded kind of a fellowship with the Doug Flutie Foundation.
Uh-huh.
Flutie, his son is autistic, and so he has become a Flutie Fellow and has been doing some guest speaking, and they gave him a monetary award. And the first thing he wanted to do with it was turn it and give it to Ell's Way and buy a kindness quarter for a local school. So
Oh,
really, very, very kind of them.
that's
So
wonderful.
Ralph, this is Melody Tagay, and Ralph Tufo is one of our new authors.
Hi, Ralph.
And Melody hails from where?
Long Island, New York.
Yeah, so welcome. Glad you could make it. So that's basically with the Kindness Corner starter kits. But if you know of a business that for just say a $300 donation, we just round it off to 300s, they could donate one of these starter kits to a school anywhere. And that's kind of a drop in the bucket for a business to be able to make just a $300 donation. And the $1,000 donation, we could send 3 of them out to different schools. So be thinking about that if you know any schools in your, or any businesses in your area that you think might like to make a donation, and we could send this to a school on their behalf in your area.
Right. It puts some identity to what's going to be done with their money. Their $300 is going specifically to that in this scenario versus somebody just feeling like, oh, what are they going to do with that $300? So if you
Right.
put a face to the fact and, and explain what other teachers have said when they see the kids get engaged, then that puts something in it. Maybe that's going to kind of make them think, well, it's going to be put to good use, and maybe we can start getting some people on board.
Sherry, do any public libraries, have they bought the kits, or is it all school systems?
So far, let's see, Fisk Elementary, Rock Springs, West Elementary, it's all been schools. So no public libraries yet. But I have to say, we have to do more marketing with it as well. But I don't know if you've seen it, Ralph, but take a look at the website if you get a chance, under the Kindness Corner section, and it really explains what it's all about. And it could be in an elementary school or a public library, children's library, really anywhere. So, and to jump on Jamie's point, the school in that John Miller donated to, they started adding other books to it as well. It just they separated it out as these are the books that specifically relate to diversity, kindness, inclusion, racial equity, all of those kinds of children's books, and started pulling them all together. And that's what our goal was, to kind of celebrate those books in a specific area that a child could identify with and not have to go searching for a book alphabetically or by a certain author or something. That it would be all in a particular area for them. So
Right. Well, just to go on what Ralph had said, with time, we were all talking about how time is sometimes difficult to find and it's a luxury. It's more of a connection with school libraries because you run into roadblocks. We have found, and we spoke about this in some of our earlier meetings, that some of these libraries kind of stick their nose up if some of the books are not, what is it?
if it's an indie author, they're not real happy
Right.
with it, and they want to make sure that it is somehow published through Ingram Spark, or it's on the Ingram list. So they've been, kind of resistant
Correct.
to indie authors in the past. So, but you never know, you might hit a community library somewhere where they're all over it and they love indie authors. Sometimes you're just taking a risk.
But if you have only X amount of time to try to promote it and it's going to probably go well, that's to this point, that's the reason why. But I'd like to be able to get that other angle going for sure.
I mean, I've done readings at a couple of public libraries, not for any money, but just because they're, my books are local, dealing with, like, they're set at Revere Beach.
Mhm.
So the Revere Library, Winthrop Library, East Boston Library, they'll have you come in and, read, and which I gladly will do. But you would think that they have a budget, don't they, to order books, but I'm sure they will always claim poverty.
Yeah.
But they should have these books in their library.
They
These
should.
kids.
Well,
I'm
that's
with
our
you.
challenge.
Mhm.
So, I have a story really quick. I don't think I did share it with you. I can't even remember the last time I've seen everybody, but we had a student who wears hearing aids, and some students were asking questions. And that led to the teacher going and getting the book in the kindness corner, but also revealing that our librarian actually wears a hearing aid as well.
Wow.
It wasn't sharing it with people either, but it made her start to share it more. And so it was just awesome. And especially being a teacher, to see that teachable moment used so gracefully, but also educating students on it. And so many kids had wonderful questions, and it was just, it warms your heart to see it. And I know
Yeah.
that's what we want. I think if it's okay, I'll have the librarian type up a little summary and send it to you, because she was crying when she was telling me that story, because it just
Oh.
made the student feel so welcomed and not standing out like she felt before. So
Yeah, I got a little bit of goosebumps on that because it was so impactful.
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So.
awesome. Oh, I'd love to see that. Jane,
Okay.
if you could send that would be great.
Okay.
Well,
Perfect.
we've done more as far as book donations over the last several months. We've done, I don't know if it's 15 or 17. I have to double check my numbers on this, of donating of book packages. So 5 books in a package, and then we donate those book packages out to schools to, in a way to kind of add to their library of diversity and inclusion books. And those books all came from you guys, that I've been purchasing. And then we put the packages together and just pick a state, maybe a state that we're not in yet, and just send the books out. Sometimes we'll get recommendations from either this group or a social media. Someone will say, oh, we would love to have that at our school, and then we'll donate out there. Sometimes they'll pick the books from our website. Other times they'll say, you just go ahead and pick one. We have some kids in school that are autistic. We have some kids with speech and language issues. That they'll give you a rough idea, and then I can kind of just select the books and customize it for that particular school. So lots of packages going out. So Ellis Way books right now are in 22 states. So, we've got more states to go, but
Oh,
it's
we
fun.
got more.
But it's still growing. So on to some just general business right now. We have to look at ways to continue to increase our marketing, our social media footprint, as well as income streams. So I've made some changes to some things that I wanted you guys to be aware of. And I'm going to share my screen and take you to the Ellis Way page real quick. Make sure you can see this. Whoops, that's not it.
Well, it came up for a minute.
I don't think that was the right screen she was looking for.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm just gonna go to my Ellis Way page right there. Okay, hold on. It's always a challenge sharing screens. All right, can you guys see it?
Yes, we see a screen.
Okay, we'll just move some things around here so that I can see, okay?
I can see that. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me take you first to our bookstore. I don't know the last time if you guys have visited the bookstore for the Ellis Way page. So in the Ellis Way bookstore, I used to just have my own 4 personal books there. Can you guys see where it says Ellis Way bookstore? You can see it? Okay. So I've changed up the bookstore, and I've actually, now my books are at the top and they can still purchase there. And whenever I go to schools or people say, where can I get your books? So I'll send them to this bookstore. But I wanted to add Alice Way authors around the world, and all of your books are on here now
Oh,
as
how
well,
lovely.
on the bookstore. So if I click on, say, Miguel Goes to Eagle School, it will take it to Miguel's page with all about it, about our author, Isai, and they can click the Buy It Now button, and it will take them right to Isai's website. And they can buy the book right there. And that's set up for all of you. If your books are on Amazon, then it'll take them to your Amazon page as well. So
Oh, thank you. That's amazing.
yeah, so I wanted you all to have that now. Can you see Miguel Goes to Eagle School again?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
let me make sure. Let me go back. Go back to the bookstore. I'll just show you one more. So let's see. Let's go to yours, Melody. Or yeah, where are you?
There
Here it is, right?
Where are you? Hannah Sue Holmes.
Here you go.
If I click on that one, it'll take you to your author's page. And by now, we'll take them to your Amazon site.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So it's all set up that you guys are now part of the actual bookstore in addition to having your own author's pages.
That's very nice.
So, you can tell people, oh, if you want my book, you can go to the Alice Way bookstore, you can go to Amazon, it's in a couple of different places. Either way, they'll get it. They'll be connected to it one way or the other. Okay. Any question about the bookstore?
Nope, I'm
Oh,
good.
thanks for doing that.
That's good.
No problem. Now, the other thing we're doing, which is I have done for my books in the past, which was actually pretty fun, is under fundraising events. So we've done this for a few schools now, right, Dave? For the PTOs.
Yeah, we did one for, I think, a cheerleading group too.
We did for cheerleading group. We did it also for the National Association of Letter Carriers as
Yes.
well. We did it for you guys as well.
Yep.
So what we do is a school can set up a fundraiser for us, and it could be a 2-month, 3-month time period, however long they want. They order an Alice Way book, and then we donate $3 per book back to that organization. So, for example, Scholastic right now, if Scholastic has their book fair and you buy a Scholastic book, the school gets points and they can turn around and then buy something else from Scholastic. What's different about us is that if a PTO runs a fundraiser with us, we'll give them a check for cash and they can spend that however they want to spend it. They don't have to buy, more products from Alice Way. So in addition to my books now, all of your books are going to be on there as well. I have enough inventory on hand right now. If someone were to order Different is Okay through a fundraiser, I can ship it right out to them along with my book. So, so we're going to set this up as an available fundraiser for any organization that wants to raise some money. So if there's a cheerleading group that wants to raise a little money, they can run a book sale online, couple of months, 6 weeks, however long. For every book that's purchased, we'll give $3 back in cash to that organization. So, and that money then will be used to turn around and buy more books from you guys.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Yeah, so it kind of behooves us to, market, doing it with folks. So now there is one little thing I want to say. I don't want to have and because I've purchased books from all of you, I know some of your books might be, $18 for a hardcover and somebody else might be charging $12 for a hardcover. So I want to have it kind of a level playing field for everyone. So I'm going to put it that, if it's okay with you guys, that every hardcover book will be $18.95 if purchased here. Every soft cover book will be $11.95, regardless of whatever I paid for your books, will be $18.95 and $11.95. And either way, whatever book they find, they'll still get $3 back
Sounds
at
good.
the end of it. So I don't know how many of you, Megan, have you seen fundraisers at Isabel's school and such to?
They do some fundraisers. So, and I know some people on the PTO, so I can ask them about this. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, my dog, he is so annoying right now.
No problem, no problem.
He's trying to steal the pillow that my computer's on. He wants this squeaky ball. Like, he's just like, pay attention to me.
No problem. So by doing
Hold
these
on,
fundraisers, we accomplish a few things. One, we, get the books in schools or into young children's hands. And that was our
Yeah.
kind of ultimate mission. We get some money that we can turn around and buy more books from you guys. And then the school actually, or the organizing group ends up with a payout as well. So it's kind of a win-win-win situation. I think that was your title of this page, Dave. Was it say it's a win-win? Yeah, it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. It really, it sounds better. It's a win-win, but really there's like 4 winners in there,
Yeah.
at least 3.
Yeah,
And obviously the reason for the price consistency is for ease of running the program. It'd be too complex with all different prices. So it's much better to forecast and to be able to manage it with those 2 set prices.
yeah. Yeah, Go ahead,
Sherry, I am a little bit confused as to how you end up making money from which you are then giving back $3. I don't know how this is working.
It surprisingly, it does. It depends on what the cost of your book was. So if my books cost $7, say, for me to print them, and I'm selling it for $18.99, I'm going to be making $15.99, and there's profit between the $7 and the $15.99. Now, some other book I might just break even on, but I think there'll be enough meat on the bone for, if as they say, for all of us to be able to get some money back in on this. And I know that from purchasing everybody's books, so I know kind of what everybody's charging. So I think these are pretty fair prices. So some of them I might just break even and maybe even lose a couple of dollars, but others I might make $7 or $8. Regardless, I'm still going to be able to turn around and buy more books from everybody.
When you purchase one of my books, are you purchasing it from Amazon, or are you purchasing it from Ingram and getting the discount?
That's an excellent question. Right now I'm purchasing from Amazon, and I'm usually getting free shipping out of it.
Yes.
And Amazon actually runs some specials, and sometimes I can even get them at discounted prices.
Yes, sometimes it's going to cost, it's going to be less than what you'd have to pay Ingram because they're going to charge you for shipping. small
Correct.
quantities.
Exactly.
I don't know if you ever tried, if you ever tried to purchase it from them, where supposedly
Excuse me.
they should be giving you a 40% discount.
So I haven't, but that's definitely something that I need to look into. But I do know that when they ship out, they don't ship media mail. They ship out, either regular postal service or UPS, and it ends up being kind of pricey. So I'll do some price comparison as to where we can make the most money at.
Yes, try to do that, because I know that when I bought books from them, let's say, to have a few in case I was going to a book fair or something, then it would seem like a very good price, but then I was going to pay, or even when you have this returnability guarantee,
Mhm.
and I've asked them not to destroy the book, to return it to me, they're going to charge me the $2 a book to send it back to me.
Right. Yeah, there's pros and cons to working with Ingram for sure.
But look into it, and see if by some way, somehow, but then again, if I ever see sales, and I used to do this, if I saw them selling the book for less, I put it on my website. And I would say, if you're quick, you might get that sale price. But if I see it, I will let you know immediately, so that if you're in the market for buying a book or two, you'll get it for, sometimes it's a really good discount and free if you're prime shipping.
Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that there's a potential here that Ella's Way will be selling some of your books, but it would only be in the form of a fundraiser where we could use the books or use the money to turn around and buy more books from you. So, and I would have to keep my inventory up a little bit. I don't want to be, someone orders Where's Your Heart and I'm, 5 Where's Your Hearts and I've only got, 2 on hand. So I want to make sure that I have enough of an inventory. And I just did kind of a couple of weeks ago, a purchase from all of you again, just to try to keep my inventory up.
A restocking.
A restocking of the shelves. They're pretty full right now, aren't they, Dave?
Yeah.
You live in a house with lots of shelves, I presume.
I've learned to live with books now.
Yeah. So this is just something for you guys to be aware of, that, another way for us to have some income and to get your books up there. So, the fundraiser. One fun thing, I'm going to get off of this page and I'm going to take you to a different one. Let's see, hold on a second. Maybe that didn't happen. All right, can you see this? Ella's Way Authors Corner?
Yeah.
We now have a YouTube channel.
Nice.
Fun.
Okay.
So I've been teaching myself all kinds of things over the last.
Good thing you're retiring.
I set up an Ella's Way Authors Corner YouTube channel. Now, I had an Ella's Way channel that I was specifically putting our meeting recordings on it and giving you guys a link that you could go visit it. And those are still there. They're in a private folder. You'll be able to access them through a link that I send you after the meeting. But this is for more things. So I have a whole bunch of what I call shorts on this. And those are just videos that are about, 15 seconds long. And then we have some bigger videos where might be my story time. I have 4 Ella's Way stories on there that I've read the story and I have a video presentation of the story. So this will be our YouTube channel. And I can tell how many people have actually visited or looked at the books, how many views they actually have. It's what's fun is, let me show you the shorts real quick. I have several shorts on here right now. There's Brotherly Love and Seymour the Seagull. It's already, since yesterday when I posted it, it's had 87 views.
Wow.
So Deb Binnig's book, What Colors Your Heart, has had 111 views. Now these are real shorts. Let me see if I can, you won't hear, there's music with it, but I'll send you guys the link to the YouTube channel, or you can just go to YouTube and type in Ella's Way, 2 words, Ella's 'S WAY, and I'll show you. So there's, you won't hear the music, but whoops. Hold on.
I don't think they're gonna hear it.
They won't hear it, but they can see it.
It says, I see the words. It says music.
So why are they not hearing it? Or
Because it's on our speakers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on our speakers. Yeah. But you can go through and see, and we'll be able to tell like some of our most popular views. Already, Ralph, you have 2 likes already on your book, which is kind of cool. And you can just go in and see your shorts. Whoops, what's that?
Oh.
Well, that's not us.
What is that?
We want more videos, not what's the popular videos.
That's not me.
I got a lot of views.
Sherry, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
With videos, I made a video of a sea shanty that I wrote that goes along with the book.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the It's on my, my Alice Way page, I think. Can I get that on to the?
Absolutely. So what I would like to ask of you guys is, number one, we need content for the channel. So any videos that you have doing a book reading or just sitting and, reading to a child, or maybe a presentation that you did, the more content we have, it's all a numbers game. You just try to get as many videos on here as we can and get as many views. So if I have a way to get them from you,
There
that's,
should be a way.
yeah, well, either
I-
we set up a box, or you can send me a link and I can download it from there or something. We'll try to
Yeah.
figure that out. But I want to definitely do more videos on here and get more views. So it helps with marketing. And when you get subscribers, the more subscribers that you get to your channel, YouTube begins to monetize you. They will actually send you a check, but it's a good amount. It's like 1,000 subscribers. So you have to really build the numbers.
Mm.
But if I send you guys the link, I could ask that when you go, that you subscribe to our Ella's Way channel.
Yeah.
And right now, I think we have 8.
It was-
Oh,
Oh,
we have
now there's 10.
subscribers
I
now.
just subscribed, so.
There you go.
I did too. So, and then,
Get the word out to people. Let's get subscribers here.
so
Yes.
with that, when you subscribe, share it with all the social media channels that you have too. So
Yeah.
it would be a quick turnaround to get it out there that way.
How do you subscribe?
So
Right.
if you go to Ella's, just when you go to YouTube, type in Ella's Way Authors Corner, and it'll have a little red button. I think it's a red button. It says subscribe on it.
Ella's Way,
Authors Corner.
Author's Corner?
Yep.
You type that in.
So I have, oh, sorry. I have a video. I mean, I have a lot of videos, so I could definitely send you stuff,
Sorry,
but I have a
Catherine.
video I just did, because actually this whole week is, I'm a part, my book's a part of a lot of different organizations, and one of them is Disability Book Week, which is like a national movement based out of Texas. And so this week at Isabella's school, this is like the week they celebrate National Disability Book Week, but they're doing like disability awareness instead. So they're doing a whole thing at her school this week about it. So I just did a video with Isabella, like introducing herself and showing her leg braces. Like, would you want something like that too?
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
okay. Cause I have that, and it doesn't have anything, we're not saying anything about any of the other organizations. It's just, they're showing it to everybody at school. So, cause they're doing a whole thing every day this week. They're talking about, there's this is totally off subject, but there's a thing called Adaptive Sports Ohio, and they come in and teach school how to make their sports adaptive. So today all the kids got to play wheelchair basketball, and it was so cool and just a really fun thing. So, but I have a ton of different like videos from my stuff. So
Great.
That's
Good.
awesome.
And if we start putting out a video, every day, then we're just going to keep increasing, the content and increasing viewers. Now, I also have to check, I believe there is a way when you upload a video to have specific taglines on it. So you can have the tagline, orthotics, or, special shoes, or whatever. We could put tags on it. Revere Beach. And if somebody types that in looking for a video about that, then ours would pop up.
Okay.
So hopefully you will get more, but everything that I've been putting on Instagram in the last couple of days, I put on YouTube as well. Anything that's under 30 seconds is considered what's called the shorts. And just like on Facebook, there's like a news feed every day on YouTube, and it just kind of blows through all the more recent short videos. And I think that's how we have so many views on these already, that they were just picked up. So that's great. So let's just keep doing more and more. And I'll get the word out to everybody in email. If you have some videos, love to see them. We'll start putting them up here. I'll start tagging them. We'll share. Let's see how many subscribers that we can get.
Now, the videos have to be 30 seconds or less.
Definitely for a short. And other videos, I have a video on here that's like reading my children's stories. Some of them are 7-8 minutes.
Oh,
And we have a presentation on here from Michelle Urban, who was the woman who put music to books. I think hers is like an hour.
Yeah.
Um,
Like Sherry mentioned,
52 minutes.
If you're familiar with either the Facebook or the Instagram, the shorts up top is basically like the your story. So
Hmm.
the quick snippet, get your attention one, and then there's the other ones that are more, more lengthier. But so the shorts are exactly that. They're just little short snippets.
but
Yeah.
if you have, let's say, my book there in the short form, do you still want to have a video?
Yes.
Because I did do a video. I had a friend do a video, very, I wouldn't say unprofessional isn't the right way, but a novice video of me reading the book, the whole book, that she did the video of me reading the book. Would you want that in
Yes.
addition to the short one?
Yes,
All right, I think I can-
we'll take them all.
All right.
Yep, let's do it. Let's make it grow, see how many subscribers that we can get.
You know
It
what's
definitely helps. I mean, it's free marketing for us. We might as well go ahead and use it.
what's
you know-
interesting, Sherry, is that I get this thing from, which I don't pay that much attention to, but Amazon has this thing they started doing with, I think once a month, they send you like an author profile kind of thing, where it says something about how many views. I don't know if exactly where they're getting this information from, but in any case, like for some reason, without specifically me knowing that I sold any amount of books to explain it, it showed an increase in, I'll try to send it to you, so maybe it'll make sense to you. An increase in whatever, and then how many followed up on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
yeah, yeah.
And all of a sudden, I saw that like increased 103% or whatever, and I'm saying to myself, why? And I'm just wondering if it's because of what you did.
Well, I just did this.
Well,
So
I just,
And part of the viewership on Amazon is also me buying books from you as well. So that's all good. Every website has analytics built into it.
yeah, I don't follow much on it because, I don't really know what it's measuring but whatever, something is causing it. So maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, and I would say that the average attention span I've read is like between 7 to 10 seconds on a video. So it's give these little shorts to out there, and maybe it'll entice someone to, oh, that's interesting. Let me go check out this author's corner and see what it's all about. And then maybe drag them in a little bit that way. So you've got to have that attention grabber. But yeah, the attention span and the analytics I'm seeing, if I put out an hour video or something and somebody watches it for 10 minutes, so you've got, now maybe the video is boring or something. We've got to just try to, continue to build it. And this is another free way to market. So, but guys, I wanted you guys to be aware. And if you want to get the information out to everybody, just share it, subscribe, encourage, send me some videos, and we'll continue to build the content on this channel.
Yeah. Let's make it work for us.
So the only way to get to this is going through, it's not
YouTube.
only going through YouTube.
YouTube.com. All one word. Yep. YouTube.com. And then just search for Ella's Way Author's Corner, or
Okay.
Ella's Way. You'll even bring up the
Mhm.
channel as well, and you visit that.
Okay. 'Cause
Sherry, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Can you get the Ella's Way logo, like stickers? that you can
So
put in books?
somebody asked me about, getting those for all the authors and everything. And I wasn't able to do it because we have so many authors that are in other countries as well. But I was even thinking about putting them on the website. Yeah, and maybe the website, and you guys can order some of them. I haven't quite figured that piece out. Lenny actually had it embedded in your book, right? Is Lenny still with us? Did we lose Lenny? She actually had it. Yeah, Lenny, didn't you have the sticker embedded in the printing of your book?
Just a second. Yes, I had it, I had the digital version. And so I put it up with the cover page, like,
So you put it on there as well.
yeah.
So, so Ralph, other people have asked about that. So let me just think about that a little bit more and the easiest way to do that. I don't have this particular sticker in hand, but it's an easy purchase.
Well, another thing too is the publisher for Leaning Rock Press that publishes my book, she suggested I had the sticker for Story Monsters, award. And for $50, for future printings, I can have the Story Monsters seal on both the soft cover and the hardcover.
Yep.
So if there's a way to get the logo, I could also have it put on my for books that are ordered again.
But that's
That
easy
seems
to
like-
do.
Yeah.
That's an easy
you could
thing to
send-
do. Yeah, that.
Yeah, it'll cost me $50, but I
Yeah.
think it's worth it. So
What-
I
Do you know what format you need it in? What format?
have, gee, I'm so bad with all that stuff.
That's okay. Just
And
if you want to
I
ask.
don't know, what is it, JPEG or,
Yeah, I don't know if they need it in like a Photoshop PSD or,
oh God, I
Sure.
don't even know what that
if you
is.
want to check on that and let me know, and I can get you a digital version of it.
Yeah, and I would be willing to do that with, well, I would contact my publisher and ask her, because she just did that for the Story Monster seal. And
Okay.
so I could have it put on there as well for future purchases. So it'd be on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd be willing to do that.
Good. This book is ELA kind of certified. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah,
So yeah, just if you let me know whatever format you need, and then I can just send you the
yeah,
digital.
I could ask her what the format is. I mean, I just sent her, I got a thing from Story Monsters and I just forwarded it to her. I don't know what it was, like.
She might have put it in the right format.
This or that, but I'll ask her.
Okay,
Okay, now I'll follow up on that.
great. And the other thing I want to tell you about this too is that one of the things that I would like to do in regards to like our meeting schedule and in between meetings and things like that is that I would like to do an interview with each of you, one-on-one time. We could do it via either Zoom or recorded some way, a Skype or something where we can record it, and one-on-one interview about your journey, what your inspiration for your book, what your book is about, just your successes, things like that. It wouldn't be very long. I would say, knowing the attention span, maybe like 15, 20 minutes long at the most. And then we'll put that up here as well. And I do have an author that's going to be going first, the woman who wrote I Love You Little Goose, Tina Weaver, who's a homesteader on a farm. I think she's Texas. I'm blanking out on what state she's in, but she's offered to kind of go first and do this. So we'll do a video with her, and then that'll come in here as well. So with regards to meetings, what I'd like to do is, since we haven't had great attendance, and I know it's the timing and all of that, if our meetings as a group went to quarterly, but then in between times, we did some video presentations interviewing one another. I could do just a video of updates, everything that's been going on, like I've been talking about tonight, about the YouTube channel and how we're doing in different arenas, and send that out to you guys on a monthly basis, and then all get together as a group more quarterly. I was just thinking that might be kind of a better use of our time and a way to even get you to know more about each other. You send you a link so that people know about Linny and what inspired her to do her book, and how it's going and all of that. And you as an author get to see one of the other authors in the group and what she's all about, and do that for each of you. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I like that.
Yep,
Yeah.
and put that up on the website, put that up in here as well.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, that was a result of Sherry and I talking about, like anything, anything people do, you try to look at what works and what doesn't work. And the attendance does seem to like pale a little bit. And like Sherry said, there's many reasons for it. It's through no fault of anybody, but we still wanted people to be excited by the collaboration. So that's why quarterly might make more sense, and maybe people can put all their stock on that one meeting quarterly, but yet still be able to provide information during, like she said, that other avenues via interviews and all that other stuff. So
And if
hopefully
you-
we can get more to attend.
Exactly. And if you let me know on a more regular basis, things that you're doing, things that you're participating in, and then, Ralph got his award and we'll send that out to everybody so you can see maybe someone else would want to go for an award like that. It might inspire you to apply for something and start to do that kind of stuff in between time. It just might be a better use of everybody's time. And if try it for a while, and if it looks like there's a real need, we need to have an impromptu meeting because something's come up, then we'll just pull that together. But just to do more of the legwork in between time. So I'd like to start that if that's good with you guys.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
Good.
I think that's
Good.
good.
Good. And last but not least, I need to talk about going forward. We had said, everyone had paid an initial fee when we started, the membership fees, and it's been a year and a half, maybe almost 3 years and 3/4 at this point. You guys, and Ralph, you came late, so this kind of doesn't apply to you right now anyway. But when we started the collaborative, there were 3 levels. There was a level 1, which was called resource level. That was a free level. People just got their pictures, they got their author's page, and that was basically it. They didn't become really much in our social media. I didn't buy books for them or anything, but that was just a free level. Then there was a level 2, which was a $50 level. And that was specifically, we included them in some marketing in our social media and all of that. And then the level 3 is the donor level, which is all of you guys. It's the $100 level, and you join and you have some perks for joining. But most importantly is that I buy books directly from you. So you get your money back in return. Right now, we have 9 authors at the free level, 3 authors at the $50 level, and then about 24 at the $100 level. Okay. Going forward, what I would like to do is just to maintain the website, is to ask you guys for renewing a membership at the donor level for $25. So in the form of just a donation to Ella's Way on our donor page, and I would send everybody a link, it would be just a $25 donation, and it basically just kind of keeps the website going. Plus maybe buy a couple more books, from everybody within that. But we'll then continue to use donated money and hopefully grant money and all those kinds of things and book sales to be able to buy more books from you guys, but not burden you with that $100, donor level. The other issue for that is too, that some people had their own website, so they made their money back pretty fast. Other people get a small percentage of money back from Amazon, and maybe all of their money back. So, it was kind of apples and oranges. So it was a little bit tough. So we thought if just across the board, if you wanted to continue at the donor level, kind of re-upping your membership with a $25 donation to Ella's Way, and then we just keep the website going. The YouTube channel is free, but we'll just start doing, more and more and more things over the next year.
Can we pay like through PayPal? If you do that, like a link that'll pay.
Yeah, so I have a link on the website for donations for Ella's Way. If you did it a form of donation, you could pay with PayPal or a credit card.
That's easy.
And it's a tax deduction for you as well. So there's a little benefit in doing that. I sent all the 9 people that are at the free level, I sent them an email a couple of weeks ago and said that I'm not going to offer that anymore. basically maybe only one or two of those people have ever come to a meeting anyway. They're really not collaborating, with everyone. Great authors. I'd love to have them more involved, but obviously, too busy and just haven't been able to participate. So I'm going to eliminate the free level. I asked them if they wanted to join, they would have to join at the donor level for the $100 membership fee, like all of you did as well. To date, I told them there would have to be a decision made by May 1st. I haven't heard back from any of them yet. So
this is another example
level.
of taking a snapshot of what works and what doesn't work. And it's not a coincidence that the people that paid the donor level are the people that are involved because they want to see it move forward. They want to, they believe in the mission, and they believe in trying to get the word out there. So again, we looked at what was the involvement of the people that were on the free level, and it pretty much was non-existent. So again, that part, the intention was to be able to have them on there and get the message out for them as well. But it really didn't make sense. This is the smarter way of streamlining it and doing it in this fashion.
Right. Now I have the ability on the website, if someone decides right now, gee, I want to stay on, but I have to take a break for a little while, I can deactivate their authors page and, just put that on hold. And then later on they could come back and I'll just activate it again. That's fine. Or if a person that's at the free level can't do it by May 1st, I'll just deactivate them until they can. And then we'll restart it again for them. But we need to have more involvement. And as Dave said, I think people that are invested have been more collaborative with everyone. With that said, though, I would like to bring in about 10 additional authors, since we may be losing the 9 from, the free level. I'd like to bring in 10 at the $100 donor level and start marketing for that. That'll bring in another $1,000 to the organization. We can turn around and buy more books with that, which just makes more sense. But I'll use that for, funding more books, but the donation, the 25 re-membership or re-upping the membership, we'll just use to kind of put back into the website and keep that fully operational. So that would give us a little break even for that. Does that sound fair to you guys?
Yeah, I think that's very nice.
Of course.
Okay, so that's,
Is there a way you can make like social media post about kind of about Ella's Way and then the membership, because we can then put it on our social media accounts of
Oh,
I
that's a
know
good
a lot of authors that I could just put it out there and see if people are interested, and
sure.
does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to
Yeah.
have something that
Marketing
you guys
page
can
for
make
Ella's
and-
Way.
Absolutely.
Like you'd
Yeah.
like to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
I know Sherry's probably getting close to wrap it up because we're
Yeah.
we're running a little bit here, but I was just gonna say that since she's been retired and she's been able to put some more effort, I do have to acknowledge that she's putting a lot of effort in, and she's learning some things, and it's taken her a while, but she's energized by it. And it kind of motivates me now to try to get out of my comfort zone and try to challenge myself to do something that's a little bit prickly. And maybe I can try to challenge everybody to do the same thing, to, be like, don't be afraid to make a mistake. And then if we all kind of just, advance ourselves a little bit out of that comfort zone, then I think this thing could really move forward. But
Yeah, that would be
I'm really
great.
impressed with, I think you've seen the results so far, what she's doing, what she can really kind of put some time towards it.
Great.
So Dave, since Dave still gets up at 5:45 in the morning, so I'm retired and I'm still getting up at 5:45 in the morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So, but then I don't have to get to bed. I can do social media right in my bed with my cup of coffee until 9 o'clock. So
There
that
you go.
works out.
Although she does say, turn the light off for me. So I will tell you that.
That's thoughtful.
There's a glare on the screen, Dave. I can't take the glare on the screen.
Is the
All right,
Facebook
guys.
page Ella's Way? You just type in Ella's Way in Facebook.
And
Here's-
in Facebook, it's Ella's Way. Yep. And in YouTube, Ella's Way or Ella's Way Authors page or Authors Corner, Ella's Way
Okay.
Authors Corner. So both of those.
Great.
But I will send this out in an email to everyone so you'll have it. And we just really need to start getting the word out as much as possible.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think if I share it as one of the shorts on Instagram. That's where I know a lot of authors that I could share something about, like Ella's Way. If you want to be a part of the organization, like maybe just have the donor level, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
a little something
Right.
like that. And I could just send it as like a 10-second thing out there. I think
Yeah,
it'll hit a lot of people. So
Yeah,
Right.
If everybody has one of those, whether it's 25 or whatever number of people that you currently have, as donors, if everybody has one of those, then it really would exponentially increase the visibility of the program
It
itself.
really would. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Right.
Can
We're
I
moving
ask
it
a
forward.
question though? If we put that out there and we offer it to people, were you kind of keeping it more as an exclusive thing? I mean, if we open it up, do you accept everybody or is there?
No, yeah, I actually was, I've kind of gotten even pickier and it's not very comfortable for me to turn people away, but I have turned people away because
Yeah.
I just didn't like the book. Dave has seen some of them as well, and the book just didn't resonate with me. Or I think it was, just not as professional as I would have liked to see it. So
Yeah,
there
but it
is a
also
vetting
has to be-
process.
I mean, the collaboration, they also have to have those themes of acceptance, friendship, inclusivity, so the book can't be about chocolate marshmallows or something like that.
Right.
So, it's gotta be,
Right.
Well, you'd have to have that
uh,
on your page. You'd
Well,
have
that's
to
where I
have
think
to
from just because of the nature of my book, I know so many people in the disability community. So
Perfect. Great.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think we'll look at making it a little exclusive right now and just bring on 10 because there is a lot to do as far as getting their webpage, revised and getting them their author's page and, setting that all up. So I think 10, but it'd be nice if we got a lot of applications and there will be an application process like we did before with you guys. Would be nice if we got more and we had some folks on standby and we decide, you know what, now we want to add 5 more. Or 5
Well, that's
more. We
it,
just want
yeah.
to time it out.
So
Right.
what you're going to create for us is going to be, to share is going to be sort of an application.
No, we'll do kind of a marketing thing and the application I'll have on the website. So you'll be driving there, whatever the information is about the program. I'll give you I'll give you like an overview of what the donor level is and what the program is all about. And then we'll send them to the website to fill out an application.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the vetting
So you can
process will
screen
begin.
things.
Yeah, I'll screen them from there.
Mhm.
Can I ask you a question? The theme about working against trying to hinder, I don't know what the term is, bullying, trying to diminish the acts of bullying. Is that considered one of the themes?
Yeah, that was actually the original theme for Ella's Way. So it was perfect.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
basically an anti-bullying, but we realized that the term was getting a little stale in some of the areas, and
Yeah.
people would say that they've already utilized funds for anti-bullying. So really what it is it's about acceptance and it's about inclusion.
And
And
The
diversity.
other side of the coin.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So definitely. So if you see any books like that too, that all just fits within the mission.
correct.
Yeah, and we'll look at it. And if it doesn't fit, I've told people that it doesn't quite fit within the mission too. And so, not the most comfortable thing to do, turn down excited people, but sometimes, we want to keep this,
Yeah.
as professional as we can as well.
It's a specialized, niche. It's not
Niche.
just any book, right?
Right.
Well, I'm going to have to go, Sherry.
We're going to wrap it up. So
All righty. Everyone
thank you,
take care.
everyone. It's so great to see we'll talk to you soon. All right.
Okay, we'll look into
Yeah,
that.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice meeting you all.
Thanks for
Bye.
your input.
Thank you, Ralph. Bye.
Bye.